Oh my God, it's Ripper in a Daring!
Ripper alert! Ripper alert! Ripper alert!
Ripper spotted off the port bow!
Ripper alert!
The captain has ordered abandoned ship!
Ripper alert! Ripper alert!
Battle stations! Let's go!
Ripper
Move!
alert!
Move!
Ripper alert! Ripper alert! Ripper alert!
Daring sails, her guns run hot. In every fight, she gives the lot. Fast reloads, the cap she'll claim. Fear the daring, she owns the game.
Hey team, this is Ripper here. You guys are doing fantastic today. Got a fun video with the Daring. Yes, it's Tier 10 British destroyer multi-role fighter that I really, man, this is probably one of the best. If we had to keep a destroyer for the rest of the game, this would be in the top 3 right here because it is one of the best. And, you know, quite honestly, it performs very well. I didn't even expect this match to go the way it did, but you got to take a look at it, and you can learn a lot from it, too. I learned a lot from it, and man, I'm telling you, Krakens are just coming around easy these days with these kind of destroyers, and we'll go over to some tips and techniques on how to get there, but as always, before we begin, like, subscribe, button below. Appreciate all the supporters of the channel. You see value what we're doing today, smash those buttons, leave a comment. Thanks for stopping by, and we hope you enjoy the show and get something out of it. All right, let's take a look at this. Engaging Charlie Cap right here. We're not going to go rush right in the way. First of all, I have Rhode Island. It has a radar. As you can see, the mod that I've installed, again, Aslane's mod, Tatero. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Look up my video. Tatero mod gives you these things. I want to keep saying that because everybody keeps asking, what mod do you use? It's Tatero mini-map mod. It tells you the range of the radars, and it also has a visual depiction of it, so you stay out of it on the mini-map and digitally as well. Right off the bat, we know a destroyer was capping, so we were like, okay, let's just wait until he gets spotted or just give it to him, and then we'll just recap it afterwards. And I find I get a lot more success that way by just doing that. And obviously, I don't have too much support over here. Salem is behind an island, you know, Ohio's in the back. So I'm pretty much on my own here right now, while the Trump over there, he has a Rhode Island backing him with fire support, and there's probably another cruiser somewhere. Notice right now he is running away with the engine boost on, so we're not going to be too effective right here other than resetting the cap. And again, look at the Trump, 29,400 HP pool. So he's got more HP than I do. And the thing I like about Daring is the fact that it can escape a lot of situations very, very quickly. It's got that British acceleration for a destroyer. It doesn't have speed. It gets up to like 36, 37 knots. That's it. But really what you got is the heals and the quick smokes. And that really gets you out of a jam for a lot of reasons if you don't obviously push up too far forward. Now, there's the booster of the enemy team that I saw there. Also has a radar. So we have 2 radars here and a Trump that has airstrike. So again, a lot of things you got to keep in mind and what be wary of. So we're going to kind of see if we can eliminate one ship at a time. And again, the Daring has great range, 12.8 range. The guns are small caliber, but they start fires like a champ. As you can see, small caliber guns, 113 millimeter guns, 9% fire chance. So what you got is slow shells that go over islands, kind of like gearing style, and they start a lot of fires. The downside is see the penetration armor pen is only 19 mil, so that's barely on superstructure. And also you got to realize, like, for example, a gearing has 21 millimeter armor plating, which means these guns will shatter unless you use AP. So you got to be wary of this because these guns are little pea shooters. But man, oh man, when they get rocking and rolling, can you really start a lot of fires? Rhode Island here in reverse, so a bad thing when you're in reverse with a fire-starting ship like the Daring, because what'll happen is I could literally just sit here and farm you to death. Meanwhile, you're busy firing, and then you get shot out by your other my teammates, that is, and you're just going to be wasting your shots like that. Again, the Daring is renowned for its acceleration, its speed, and there it goes. First kill of the day. Rhode Island burns down to death, and that's the power. Let's see if we can burn on Libertad now and see if we can get rocking and rolling over there. Libertad is also rethinking his thoughts, slamming on the brakes right there, and he's probably not going to push in too far because he's seeing the Ohio, Thunder, and Salem moving in. All right, notice that we've lost all 3 caps here. Now, that's not the end of the world, okay? Don't freak out. I see players all the time freak out like, hey, get some caps, get some caps. Well, first of all, you got to eliminate the ships that are in the caps. First of all, ladies and gents, that's why if you're a battleship player yelling, just slow your roll, hold your horses, okay? Let the destroyer do the talking, do the work, okay? Here's what we're going to do. we're going to eliminate one ship at a time. How we're going to do that? First of all, we have a Wisconsin and a Libertad sitting still, kind of, and then Wisconsin obviously is slowly pushing in. They're not in the cap yet. We've got the Tromp moving away, so and he's probably not going to stick around too long because he's already gotten the cap. He's thinking to himself, oh, I don't need to be here too long. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue focusing down on the Libertad and I'll draw fire. And if we can draw fire away from our friendlies, it gives our friendlies time to maneuver, time to build confidence, or whatever you want to call it, to get them to actually begin to push in. All right, here's an opportunity we have right here. We're not spotted, not detected, and now we have Libertad off the grid. He's not firing anymore, so nobody's spotting for him. But we got the Wisconsin. Now, he's the only one now that's alive that's kind of close enough that he's going to get focused to fire down. We pop the quick smoke. That's what I like about the Daring class is you can just pop it, go and detect it, and you can either farm or disengage. It gives you those two options. The other addition is the single launched torpedoes, which are normal. 10-kilometer range, though, is a little iffy for me. I don't like that, but it is what it is. It's more to just deter a quick push, like this Wisconsin here. He's within 10, so obviously within our torpedo range, and then there's a shot of torpedoes right there. We launch single spread because I like it when these battleships like to go nose in, and that's when I do the single launch torpedoes because then they just go straight into them. And right now, this is what the Daring does best. Just like Gearing, it literally, with the rapid fire base reload of this thing, and this isn't like, Fearless Brawler or anything. It's really just kind of main battery expert and just basic guns. And it gets 2.2 second reloads, which is amazing. Ouch, right there. Wisconsin gets a good hit. Very accurate guns are there, but hey, forgot that the torpedoes are on the way. Look at how much fire power we're downloading onto him right now. And look at that. 1, 2, 3. There it is. 3 torpedoes is enough to take out the mighty Wisconsin. There's a second battleship that's gone down right there. So we got 2 American battleships down, 88,000 damage. And we'll wait for our team on the alpha flank for this slowly get over here. But you know what? Let's keep Charlie busy and let's keep rocking and rolling. Again, the quick smoke is still available for us to continuously fire because my battleships are too far in the back to do anything anyways. I'm not really sure why the brawling battleships are in the back, but it's okay. We'll keep starting fires as much as we can. Notice, look at that, 2,200 damage right there on the a Libertad. And this is what makes the Daring so freaking annoying and powerful. The fact that it can do things like this, where it can be undetected, start a lot of fires, passive damage, and then disengage and reassess, remove. It's like fire and maneuver. And that is the power of the Daring. Almost like similar guerrilla warfare. Kind of like what we did with the Burrows earlier or the Laffy. Pretty dang amazing right there. All right, Libertad is disengaging now. Let's see. We can now begin to kind of go into the cap. But again, that Worcester is really bothering us because he's got a 9-kilometer radar as depicted on the minimap there, as well as our threat indicator when it'll pop up, and it gives us kind of that warning. So we're going to reassess here. And actually, Libertad is actually pushing in. So let's launch a quick spread into where I think he's going to stop. And I'm waiting. I'm going to save one rack here. Let's see. Where is he going to go? There it is. He comes around the corner. I'm going to launch in the inside of the turn. See, the reticle is showing his predictive. Don't arrow launch at the predictive because guess what? Players change their minds all the time in World of Warships, so I always shoot where they're not going to be at the moment, and they always seem to slow down right where I launch them. All right, here we go. I've got the quick smoke if I need it. Pop it right there, and then I'm going to start another fire. Now we're down to 13,000 health right here. So watch what we can do to melt 13,000 HP. There's another fire right there. Very, very awesome fire starting chance. Is this torpedo going to help us out? And boom, there it is. Flash 320 or 131,000 damage right now. And that is how Daring rolls right there. And now we're going to push in now against the Worcester because now we have support. We have a Thunderer, we have a Ohio and Toad. And see how we slowly wither away his teammates. And then we come back and then re-engage to allow us to win the game that way. So, oh, actually, hold on. Worcester is not there, but actually we have the Yamato. 30,000 HP here liking to push in. And look at the machine gun ability of the Daring right here. I love the fact that you can just single click and just kind of make the guns seem like they're machine gun firing. It's really awesome. But look at the amount of fires we can start in his superstructure. Notice these are little pea shooters, right? But man, these pea shooters really do sting after a long, long time. And there's really nothing more this Yamato can do. And look at that. Look at all the fires that are going to be started on this thing. Blazing on smoke. And then the alpha damage alone on the superstructure is incredible with the Daring, and it's accurate enough for you to do something like this. And this is Splash 4. Look at that, 161,000 damage. And look at how we just came back all of a sudden. Remember, we didn't have all the caps. But again, as you slowly progress and eliminate one ship at a time, you can immediately begin to take ground, and that's how you kind of win the game slowly but surely. And of course, we have Shimakaze. Is this the Shimakaze that was harassing everybody? Yeah. I look up my mini-map, and I'm going, okay, I got the Napple, I got the Gearing, I got the Booster. Who launched those torpedoes? By a process of elimination, it's the Shimakaze. You got to watch this engagement. This one is really where you got to really use your brain and think about this for a second. Notice the engagement here. So I have no idea where this guy's at. I don't have RPF. Again, I just kind of watch where the torpedoes are going. This is where slow observation will help you determine, you know, where there's one spread right there, where your enemy's going to be. So just looking at the torpedoes, they're obviously angling towards a direction, right? So that means he's on the left, because the furthest one obviously is from the left. That's where they're traveling. See the first one on the left there? That's where it is. So I guess he's going left. So we'll go to the left. Where is he at? There he is. See, I was right. He's going left. That's how the torpedoes work in World of Warships. Switching to AP right here. Look how much damage the AP does alone. Look at that. 2980. Very, very powerful guns. Kind of like almost Druid levels, a bit smaller caliber. But I've actually built it. You'll see the build at the end of the video. It has heavy AP. All right, watch this decision making here. So I know he's slowed down. Here's another DD tactic right here on how to engage DDs in smoke. I don't have Hydro, so it means I can't outspot him. I'm going to have to bum rush him and get proximity spotted. That's my my objective right there. That's where your mission's going to be, is to basically proximity spot. He has nobody around him, no radar threat, so it's mono, man on man, ship to ship. I'm going to launch a torpedo spread to the area that I want to cover. It's kind of like a pincer move, right? So if I launch torpedoes in this section right here to the right, I will then attack from the left. So therefore, I have two avenues of attack while he only has one. Because he already launched all his torpedoes. All he has left is what? Guns, and they're slow firing. So I'm going to watch this engagement right here and see how it plays out. So I'm going to, again, shoot a spread to the right, cover the right flank, and then I'm going to go left flank. And basically, using my weapon systems, allow myself to basically surround him. And that allows me to cover both grounds right there, and we'll see how it turns out. So if he pops out from the left, I have guns on the left. If he goes on the right, I have him on the right. Oh, and we guessed correctly. And Kraken Unleashed. Look at that. My gosh. And look at the Shimakaze says we're good guess. Exactly, it was a guess. Because why? I wanted basically chance favors the prepared mind, right? You always want to, hey, have both ends covered. I got the guns on the left, torpedoes on the right. And that's basically how you turn one ship into a two-man army and you just surround the guy right there. Let's see how we did. There is a Daring for you, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't that incredible? Absolutely wonderful of you. I don't have the Daring. Try it out. It's awesome, super powerful, and one of the best destroyers out there. It's something I would definitely keep in my lineup there. 179,000 damage, 5 kills, 8 fires. And look at top of the team right there. Not even close. Holding down the entire Charlie flank right there with the mighty Daring right there. 1 million potential damage. What did I say? If you cross that million threshold, you are an annoying destroyer and very, very powerful there. So we did everything we could. Spotted, capped, killed destroyers, Man, we held off 1, 2, 3, 4 battleships. 4 battleships, ladies and gentlemen, in the destroyer. But anyways, that's how you get a Kraken right there. Pretty fun. 359,000 credits. And as always, if you see me out there, make sure you say hello, stay safe, and until next time, we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Cheers.